that. Alan Thompson's on the bench, and he's replaced by young Sean Maloney, with skipper Neil Lennon retaining his place. Craig Beattie starts up front for the 5th consecutive time, having scored 4 times in the last 3 matches.
Celtic into their 4-4-2 situation as well. A lot of fluctuations there, a lot of permeabilities. Nakamura in there, sorry. Lennon into that customary holding position with Petrov in the middle where I like to see him, but then Maloney, Gordon Strachan, have been showing good favouritism, I think, with bringing the young player in who's shown lots and lots of promise this season, keeping Thompson out. Sutton and Beattie, they're meant to get the goals.
And on the bench, Kilmarnock depending there mainly, I think, on Gary Wales and Colin Nish in attack, and Ryan Dodds, a Canadian midfield player, could also make an impact later in the game. For Celtic, of course, John Hartson, Alan Thompson on the bench, Stephen Pearson, Ross Wallace, Aidan McGeady, the young men there, and of course Adam Burgo retaining his place in the squad. So, all set now for the teams to arrive, and anticipation around the stadium. These Kilmarnock supporters, I think, if you're the record, Mark, here more in hope than expectation.
Absolutely, it's been such a long time since the Kilmarnock fans have seen any sort of result against the green and white hoops. But you know what football fans are like, Jock, forever the optimists. They'll be hoping today that they can lift that monkey, as we've said before, and keep on that assault on the SPL.
Well, the rain's starting to come down quite steadily here. The Celtic supporters here looking to close the gap on Hearts at the top of the SPL. Certainly a much better run after such a faltering start to the season. Starting, of course, with that match in Bratislava, lost by 5-0. Biggest ever defeat, though, and since the war was here at Kilmarnock, we lost by 6-0 in 1963 in a league match. Not much chance of that today.
Well, that's what you would think the Kilmarnock fans will be looking for. Some goals here, but they have goals in the side. You know, they have Alan Johnson with all the experience. Chris Boyd will always get you a goal. Young Naismith, a rare talent, loves the ball to his feet, can take people on. And it's great conditions today, Jock. There's not a breath of air in there, no wind at all. The rain's coming down. It is a lovely surface that we've seen. It is one of the games for forwards. Very slippy, tricky for defenders. But I'm looking forward to this one.
So, a long delay for the players to appear. We're right on kick-off time, and the players still not emerging. Referee Ian Brines will be trying to resolve that inside. And the stadium surprisingly not packed to capacity as Neil Lennon appears up the long corridor inside Rugby Park from the away dressing room. Carrying the placard there, showing racism. The red card's what he's got in his hand. All the players will have that. Arthur Borrett showing his significant height there as he comes out behind Neil Lennon.
He's made a statement coming into the side. Contract. He's had an outstanding start to his Celtic career. Very confident young man. You can see that confidence spread throughout the team once you've got a goalkeeper, which has been a problem position for Celtic for a number of years. Looks like finally that the come up trumps with this young man.
Well, in fact, they've done well. They have 2 potentially top-class keepers. 2 young. David Marshall has also done very well, perhaps promoted into bigger games earlier than people wanted, but still a big future ahead of him also. So the last few seconds before the match as the officials prepare to lead out the teams, and they can't come out here side by side because there's not enough room. It'll be Celtic who appear first in their change all's green strip. So wait for their reception now. Clearly the away side. Well, perhaps the narrowest entrance of any stadium in the SPL. And here come the Kilmarnock players. Last out is Chris Boyd. A warm welcome for them. They've had a very promising start to the season. Well, they have faltered the last 5 matches and they haven't managed to win, but they have competed very well indeed and shown some very healthy signs for the future. And you can see the players now preparing to line up for this very significant statement, an SFA initiative in all the SPL matches this weekend. And it will be an occasion for all the players to show the red card. Show racism, the red card. That is the mention for that placard. And For Celtic, they've actually got more Scots playing, funnily enough, this afternoon. They have 4 in the starting 11, which is more than in recent times.
That's a nice thing to see, Joe. We've often complained about foreigners coming into the SPL, denying younger players the chance, but younger players are taking their chances now. We've seen Sean Maloney getting the vote over Thompson.
Only one non-Scot in the starting lineup for Kilmarnock, and that's Danny Invincible, the Australian.
Yeah, that's another good thing to see, and we've seen seen what's come from that young man there. 19 years old, just won his first under-21 cap, 2 goals in 11 appearances, 6 starts. Big future ahead for him if he keeps his feet on the ground and continues to progress the way he's going.
Sean Maloney starts for only the 33rd time out of 93 appearances for Celtic, yet he's scored 23 goals, only 2 of them this season, right enough. 21 under 21 caps, his first cap as substitute recently against Belarus in Hampden. This is a major opportunity to view the number of ageing Celtic players in the squad. The man in charge is Ian Brines, and his record of red and yellow cards, 11 matches he's had, 25 yellows and 3 reds as the Celtic huddle commences. These red cards coming for Ian Brines in the last 3 matches, including Craig Gordon of Hearts and that 2-2 draw at Falkirk. And there's the Kilmarnock manager, Jim Jeffries, who I can tell you is genuinely optimistic about the development of this young Kilmarnock team.
It's the right to as well, Jock. You know, it's Alan Johnson, Gary Locke, 30, 31 respectively, and all the rest, you know, are the mid-20s and the younger boys that are just coming up. They've shown a promising start to this season, and he's quite right to have that optimism.
Sutton and Beattie over the ball to start the match, and the opening stages will be vitally important as ever in SPL matches, but especially I think in this one with Celtic trying to assert themselves quickly, and Kilmarnock of course determined to bid themselves into this match and give themselves a springboard from which they can perhaps win a point or 3 points. Kamara there, taking the throw here for Celtic. And Celtic have had in the last 11 matches, they've had the same goalkeeper and back four. Gordon Strachan building on a very solid foundation now, real understanding developing there.
It's always a recipe for a successful campaign if you can keep your back four and your goalkeeper pretty much the same.
So here's Sutton. Nakamura coming well in from the wide position. It was caught there by Johnston, and the free kick has been given. It might have been an advantage, but the referee couldn't see any real advantage there. I think he was right.
Yeah, we just had a little look at Nakamura, just doing the step over on the ball, a little trick, dragging it back, just caught his heel, and thought no advantage there, so I'm just going to blow up.
And what Maloney also brings to the squad is some very good accuracy from set pieces like this. Will Petrov exert the seniority? Nope, leaves that to Maloney while testing a young keeper. Now that's quite a sensible move. Young Graham Smith obviously will be extremely nervous, just 23 years old, and he's had very little top team experience.
You'd expect him to say that, Jock. A little bump, you can see the rain just trickling down there, just skidded through to him.
Boyd going up early and barging into Petrov, that would be acceptable. Free kick's been given. So Beattie playing through the middle with Sutton as we anticipated. Maloney starting the match on the left flank in midfield with Nakamura on the right. Lennon the sitting player, Petrov in the centre. Freedom no doubt to charge forward. This is Alan Johnston. Good movement from Invincible on the far side. Could get that threaded through for Naismith. Well, his running power will be very important to Kilmarnock this afternoon, Invincible.
Yeah, there's an opportunity there just to get that ball across the face of the goal there. Chris Boyd was a one-on-one. For the shorter pass.
There's Greer playing it forward. Thumped away there by Balde. This is Johnston. Kilmarnock enjoying some good possession here. Gary Haig. Johnston again in possession, and he has Lilly behind him with Fowler. He scored a wonderful goal last week at Easter Road, a little collector's item. The back here, they're giving a chance there for McDonald, but Kamara's pace was enough, but he was hustled into the air. He's not happy, he thinks he was pushed illegally.
Yeah, looked like a little nudge there, but you would accept that sort of stuff. Defenders always ushering the ball out. A little touch off his left foot there. Good start by Killy. Looking pretty confident, knocking the ball around.
So it's going to be Gary Hay who'll take this in-swinger from the Kilmarnock right. Boric, towering figure in that penalty box. And the break led by Lennon. BT goes past him. This is Petrov. Maloney drifting inside. Holding off Hay. Support comes from Telfer. This is Lennon again. Patient play from Celtic. Nakamura. Good interchanging play by the Celtic midfield players. Looked like a foul there by McDonald and Nakamura. Well, they played the ball, it's all right. A chase on there for Naismith, but Telfer can escort that safely out for the throw.
Difficult balls those today, Jock, with the greasy surface. It's the inch perfect, as the ball will more often than not be running away from the striker to the goalkeeper.
Nakamura's come across to overload on the Celtic left at the moment. No one on the right at all except Telfer. Lennon to Camera. This one for beating the chase, but it's played too far ahead. So Graham Smith will be happy to get a couple of safe touches early in the match.
Well, that's the ball we're talking about, the one that's hit over the top. Always takes a big bounce and the skip through.
This is Alan Johnston. Asking a lot there of Boyd, giving him a very tight pass. Gordon Strachan organising from the technical area as ever, so too is Jim Jeffries. He's the manager certainly under form during matches. Here's Naismith. A little bit unlucky, a stumble as he turned there running into McManus.
A wee slip. Pitch is looking very, very greasy. Normally assist strikers these sort of conditions. Defenders finding it difficult to turn quickly.
David Lilley's challenge on Sutton.
Great flexibility, Celtic. With Sutton in the side now, back to fitness. Maloney drifting out to the wider areas of the park and then dropping in deep. Sutton likes to drop in deep as well. A good balance.
Beatty showing a bit of that to Locke. The back heeler goes wrong for Kilmarnock. That's Petrov to Lennon. And Nakamura has Telfer free on the right. He wants to use him. The first to go through the middle. Tackled strongly there by Invincible. Played the ball, said the referee. Delightful footwork again from Johnston. Not Invincible. Careless pass. Camera has Nakamura drifting inside to good effect early in the match. That's a strong tackle by Greer. Now Naismith. Excellent trickery there by Naismith. He was clearly fouled by McManus. The advantage might have been applied. That's what Naismith thinks. Showing some real ability here.
Good play by the young player. Poor referee from Ian Bryans there. Should have let the play go. Play was away and running into space, and there was passes on.
Gary Locke will take the free kick. Gordon Greer has joined the attack. David Lilley has stayed back, the other centre back. That's Greer. Nakamura looking there for Sutton. Determined work by Lilley. Sutton again trying to use the pace of Beattie. A very ambitious pass though. Well, Craig Beattie enjoying an excellent spell of form this season. 7 goals he's scored so far, 4 in the last 3 matches. Got himself into the international team. Now Fowler. Takes it back from Johnston. McDonald picks out Boyd. skipper is Gary Locke. He's giving that straight to camera. Look how deep Lennon is in midfield, joining the back two, really, the centre backs, allowing Petrov to go further ahead, and Nakamura also. Kilmarnock very determined and diligent in their marking, dropping back into midfield and marking players very tightly indeed. Something Jim Greffers didn't feel they did in midfield particularly well enough last week at Easter Road when they were hammering in the second half. McDonald asking a lot there of Boyd against the pace of Camara. Calm play from Boric. This is now Lennon. Celtic looking very patient indeed, but the tackling is tough in midfield. That's a free kick.
Petrov, quiet start to the game. He's playing in his what I feel is his best position in the central area. Very influential player.
His 45th consecutive match, would you believe? Missed one last year against Kelly Thistle. Injured with a shoulder injury. Apart from that, a regular fixture on the side. Very tough and resilient at that. There's a free kick to Celtic. Foul on Sutton. There's Camara. Good running by Maloney. Good link-up play with Sutton. Oh, what a disappointing finish to a very promising build-up from Celtic.
Yeah, great build-up play that. Special team from Celtic. Just poor finish. Camera into Sutton. An old link-up. And just a lack of composure there. Can we say benefit of the doubt, a little bobble. That's what I was saying before the game. Sean Maloney's getting himself into the side now, into international football. But it's that position. Is he a goal scorer? Is he a creator? Is he a wide man? I think that's what he's probably needs to work a little bit more at his finishing.
Good running by Invincible. That's Naismith in good position. Setting it up very well indeed for McDonald. How long does he want on the ball? Good play by Maloney.
Incredible. Incredible that was. Loads and loads of time there. Super ball back.
There's a waving play on with Celtic still in possession. Well, Gary McDonald there wanted even more time than he had, and he had as much as you could ever expect at this level. There's Johnston again. They want to encourage Kilmarnock the way they opened up the Celtic defence there. Naismith's contribution was very important. Locke there to Fowler, forcing him to turn back though. This is Johnston. He switched flanks. Johnston Invincible. This is Fowler again. It's a good ball, and that's Naismith. He's just out of reach. Well, I wonder if he regrets not diving to try and head that.
It's a super ball from James Fowler, right into a dangerous area. Yeah, maybe could have thrown a diving header in there, but young man's made a good start. Nearly on the end of that. It was previously 2 minutes ago. Great ball back for McDonald.
There's no offside. Here's Boyd. Wow, that was another opportunity, perhaps in behind the two central defenders. Boric lifted his knee there, and if we got too happy, the earlier chance.
It's a super ball back from Naismith. I thought he might just have a cross shot at McDonald. What on earth was he thinking there? Good defensive play though. Well, should have got the shot off.
No right to expect as much time as that without getting a shot off, did he? On this level. Scored only once this season, Gary McDonald. Could have so easily been number 2. What a difference it might have made to the Kilmarnock cause early in the game. This is Fowler. One for Boyd to challenge for against McManus. His 13th consecutive appearance for Celtic. Well, getting himself very well established in the side. Boyd with camera. Back to Fowler. Good change of pace. And they had to be turned away by McManus. Naismith was behind him. Right start by Kilmarnock.
A promising last 5 minutes for Kilmarnock. And Fowler just getting into the last third now. Delivering some good crosses.
So a packed penalty box for Hayes' corner kick. Won again by Sutton. That's Fowler. Lilly returns it with no delay at all. It's won there by McManus. That's good play by Naismith. He is invincible. Awkward for Boric, but they've handled that extremely well. Pressure being applied by Gary McDonald.
Very accomplished at that, Boric. We've seen him time and time again.
Oh, dreadful error by the keeper. Right out of character that is.
There's the good and the bad there from Boric. Takes a fantastic cross at the height where you want the goalkeeper to do. And a simple error, lack of concentration.
Well,
there we go.
Remarkable.
Yeah.
Could have been punished for that easily.
Big let off there.
Just occasionally looks a touch casual, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the confidence, I think. You know, that confidence thing, a touch casual, a little bit arrogant, whatever you want to call it. But for me, he's had an excellent start to his season.
Greer playing into space, but no chance of Invincible getting there. Well, I think Celtic have had enough of an indication from Kilmarnock. There's a fight on here. Boric has had work to do early in the game, and he's back in business. Camera a year ago was playing in a 2-0 defeat for Burnley against Derby County, managed by George Burley.
Thanks for that, Stato.
Well, Celtic for the moment finding it a little bit more difficult to get organised in the middle of the field and get the passing movements together. Kilmarnock have competed very well indeed in these opening stages. Locks header down, that's Fowler. The throw goes to Celtic. Well, remember, we have a usual man of the match competition. You win a signed shirt from the man of the match, nominated at the end of the game by Mark Hateley. If you come up with the same answer and you call that number, these numbers, 0901 1313 in the UK, from the Republic of Ireland, it's 1513 712444. You can also text MOTMH or MOTMP space player's name to 85010. So the best of luck with that. A long way to go to try and establish who Mark Hateley may select. This is Petrov now for Celtic, with Telfer in lots of space and Nakamura ahead. Petrov supporting from the middle of the field. The early ball in for Maloney. Well won by McDonald. This is Gary Hay. Well, the ball really is now gathering pace when it comes off the surface at this top.
The long ball game today is a difficult game. The ball over the top. Kilmarnock over the last 10 minutes have been knocking the ball around on the floor. It's sort of holding up. That long ball over the top, as we've said, normally takes a bounce and a big skip, big hop forward. I think the way forward is along the ground. If you're going to have any success, I think, with your strikers.
Well, strikers were certainly. Craig Beattie in particular realised, of course, that Zurawski and Hartson are in the wings. Hartson on the bench today, Zurawski injured, so there's a real competition for places up front. Sutton, of course, that extra dimension in his game. He can drop into midfield. Here's Maloney, who can do something similar. Losing out there. Locks pass, looking for Naismith, has taken up good position, but the ball didn't go beyond Camara, and McManus catches Naismith there.
Naismith with a little bit of pace there, just getting to the ball before the no-nonsense approach from McManus. Caught him on the side of the foot.
Well, no nonsense approach, but why he had to give the referee some stick, I really don't know. It was a clear foul. A chance here from the set piece for Kilmarnock. Gary Hay with that very good left foot, perhaps, on the angle. Well, Gary Locke, the skipper, like a different kind of ball in. The Wall has to retreat further.
Plenty of ability in the areas as well. Kilmarnock, Chris Boyd, really not capable of putting the head on the ball.
He takes it. Well, it's certainly worth testing keepers in these conditions because the ball must be like a bar of soap coming to him.
It is. I think it's just bouncing in front. I think that's a pretty comfortable take for Buric. You would expect him to get that. Not a lot of pace on the ball, but making him make the save.
Headed away by Lilly. This is Telfer. Sutton into space, and another good block by Greer. Celtic's throw. Back now with Lennon. Sutton playing it forward. Celtic must be a little bit concerned that approaching the first quarter of the match, young Graham Smith there hasn't been called upon to do anything too special.
Yeah, they started quite brightly. Celtic getting the ball forward pretty quick. As you often see with the Celtic start. Up to now, Graham Smith been pretty quiet. Buric's been the busy of the two.
Jim Jeffries. Words, I think, with the linesman there. He's not happy with someone anyway. One of those thunderous looks which he delivers from time to time. Certainly can't be too pleasant for a player who steps out of line in that dressing room. Long ball finds Sutton. Was it handball? Yes, says the far side assistant. Jim Lyon gives the indication. Sutton looks a bit aggrieved. Well, nothing to suggest that a shocking Kilmarnock record in recent times in this start to the match. Difficult one for Invincible to help on, and there's Lennon forced to turn it away for the throw. This is Hay. Now Naismith. Well, they can dump that forward, but just aimlessly there, straight to Gordon Greer. I'm surprised at that, I must say. Appear to be so dominant, Celtic, in terms of having the ball. Now Camara, the space to advance into. Carla has support behind from Lilly. Petrov's header. That's good play by Petrov again. Gets the return pass as requested from Maloney. Here's Gary Hay. Stumble there by Naismith. Well, interesting too. Last time Gordon Strachan and Jim Jeffries were on the same pitch as players. It was 25 years ago when Aberdeen with Gordon Strachan beat Hearts 1-0 at Tynecastle. Jim Jeffries playing in defence. The scorer was Doug Rugby for all those who have a memory that goes back that far. There's Maloney, back it comes to Balde. Over on the far side is Telfer. Sutton holding it up, looking for running teammates. Diligent at the back. Naismith sending that in the area of Boyd, who's done very well indeed to beat McManus to the ball. There's Balde, and now Boric. Well, a lot of square passes being delivered today by Celtic. It's not really like them, they prefer to play forward most of the time. But Kilmarnock's hustling tactics and pressing in midfield been very effective, much more effective, I can tell you, than they were last week against Hibs. Clearly the message has been imparted by Jim Jeffries and Billy Brown that you have to do that pressing work better. Here's Lennon. Movement offered by Beattie. The covering player there was Lilly, and it came off Beattie last.
That's good defending from Kilmarnock. All playing good discipline, zonal marking roles. That man there, I think he's been a big part of that. He's standing right on Petrov in that central midfield area, denying the space for the playmaker that is Petrov. Kept him very, very quiet. Jim Jeffries will be hoping he can do that for a while longer.
Well, that's a good turn by Sutton. He seemed to be held up there. There goes Petrov! Absolutely deadly.
And that's what we're just saying. If you don't get hold of that man, the next then runs into the box. We saw it here last year. A similar sort of goal. He will get past you, he'll break off you, and he'll give your defence all sorts of problems. That's a super, super goal. That's the first time we've really seen him involved in the game.
This might have been a foul here.
Just turning around there, yeah, but that's a super finish. Great run in. Saw the ball, saw the space. Just a wee little shift of the feet there. A lovely little chip over the goalkeeper. Graham Smith, no chance.
Well, it really is an occasion when first blood is going to be so important, and Petrov getting his third goal of the season only.
That's what we're saying about influential players. Petrov always been an influential player. If you don't keep on top of them for the whole 90 minutes, that's what happens.
Back it comes to Gary MacDonald. Support from Fowler. Nowhere to go there. Going off a blind alley, and the throw goes to Celtic. Well, that is the kind of start Celtic are desperate to have, and Petrov has delivered it for these travelling Celtic supporters.
How many times have we seen that? That ball into Chris Sutton, the link-up play, midfield runner. More often than not, Petrov making that break and getting that goal.
He's 32 years old now, Sutton, but has demonstrated even in this match just how effective he is as a leader of the line. A lot of games in midfield, but I've got to say that it must be a joy to be his striking partner.
Yeah, he's a very, very clever player. I mean, he drifts into positions. We've seen him play all over the park.
Heavy tackle there on Petrov by Fowler.
You see Chris Sutton, who drifts into positions. Sometimes he looks like a lazy sort of player where he just sort of ambles into midfield area and then into wider areas. We've seen him at full-back. Just a clever, clever player.
Problems now all with Kilmarnock. First blood was so important, and Celtic have managed that once again. A real test of the Kilmarnock resilience, which has certainly pleased Jim Jeffries for the most part over the season so far, until last week at Easter Road when he was disappointed with the way in which they capitulated in the second half. But apart from that, they really have been on the up and up and improving rapidly as a competitive side. Lovely pass there from Sutton, just spinning off the surface away from Beattie.
That drizzle, it's been non-stop since the start of the game. Super little shift from the left to the right foot there. Graham Smith sliding out. Petrov knew exactly what he was doing there.
Foul by Sutton. It'll be a free kick to Kilmarnock. Rueful smile we've seen so often in his outstanding career at Celtic. Holding off there by Boyd of McManus has been penalised. He's not happy, suggesting his shot was being pulled there by McManus.
The typical centre forward and centre half coming together, one holding one off and one trying to hold the other one down. And this time, as more often than not, as I always keep saying, defenders come out on top.
It's a good contest though, well worth watching. Just the question of what kind of impact that goal has had on Kilmarnock's mental strength and belief.
A disappointment to that man there. A good start. Gary MacDonald had that very, very good chance to get a shot off and failed to do so. Then Those are the sort of chances that give you the upper hand, and you need to take when you're playing against the big teams.
Baldy telegraphing the pass rather, and McDonald read it well. Manus policing Boyd very effectively once again. This is Maloney. Better pressing by Kilmarnock in the middle of the field and up front. Well, Boric in no particular hurry and waits for Petrov to come and take the ball from him. Certainly resisting a temptation for the most part to launch high balls upfield, even although they have the aerial power of Sutton to aim for. This is Telfer in space. Nakamura. Camera sets off a little run here with Maloney ahead. A lot of pace on that flank, Maloney and Camera. Didn't quite come off for Petrov with Maloney. Kilmarnock standing up well in midfield to that. Telfer did well. Nakamura, Maloney, Petrov, good play from Celtic, that's for Sutton. And just as well, James Fowler was alive to that, to move inside, to cover his central defence.
Yeah, good play from the full-back there, just took it in alongside his centre-half.
Lennon under pressure there from Boyd, still set off the pass to Telfer. Well, a long-range effort like that is well worth the attempt today in these conditions with a young goalkeeper.
Absolutely, I think I'm surprised I'm not seeing a lot more than that. I know it's a speculative effort, 35 yards out from Telfer, we can see him hit him before. But you've always got that, not a lot in that. Just the big guy coming up against the small guy there. But shots from distance for me today would be the call. Just follow him. Defenders and attackers following in off the goalkeeper.
This time McManus penalised for the push on Boyd in the air. So here's Fowler. Greer has made his way into the penalty box. Straight down the middle there for Boric to take the catch. Disappointing ball, that wasted ball in fact, and an excellent throw out to Nakamura. Off goes Sutton. Wanted that to feet rather than into space, I think. Lily was the covering player. Sutton again, assessing the options. One of them was Telfer. This is Beattie. Well, the intention there was to pick out Maloney, overhit, and counter-attack led now by McDonald for Kilmarnock. There by McManus, tidy play by Camera. Well, Celtic certainly now dominant and having a possession in midfield. Sutton dropping off to make an extra man in that area. Playing quite narrowly in there with Nakamura pushing inside and Maloney doing that from the left also. This is Petrov and now Nakamura, Lennon, Telfer again well forward. This is Petrov. Like a training game at the moment for Celtic, retaining possession. It's a problem for Kilmarnock this. They really have to make some tackles. Haven't been able to do it yet. Here's Camera making for the byline. Searing pace, matched by that of Fowler. Two very quick players indeed.
A good race then too. Showing the equal to Camera. Seen him do that plenty of times this season. Camera get to the byline and throw a cross in. We're in time at the moment for Kilmarnock. Can't get the ball. Celtic retaining, recycling the ball.
Maloney's corner. There was Sutton, very well marked by Lilly. Careless one by Maloney. Counter attack now on with Naismith. Here is Gary Hay. Free kick against Boyd, leading into Telford. Just celebrated his 34th birthday, Telford. Jim Jeffries less than happy with the referee. Fourth official Andrew Hunter trying to calm him down. It's not an easy task. Match conditions. Camera to Lennon. Petrov showing great awareness, switching the play. Nakamura's found some space. All very easy at the moment for Celtic. The flatness now crept into the Kilmarnock play, which must be of great concern for their management team. Celtic's back Keeler intercepted well. This is Naismith. Now Locke. They don't really want to keep the ball for a spell here, enjoy some possession of their own. Here's Gary Hay. It's good running by Hay. Naismith's first touch Lennon down, allowing Lennon to make the tackle. Camera's pass collected there by Maloney, and an accidental clash there. Johnston catching Maloney in the jaw here with his shoulder.
He's catching him with his elbow and forearm. It's completely accidental.
The referee was on the spot to know that was accidental. Unlucky there, Sutton. Remember the Man of the Match award, and check these numbers carefully called. That 0901 65 65 515 from the Republic of Ireland, 1513712444. Remember the text number or address, it's MOTMH or MOTMP space player's name to 85010. Signed shirt from that Man of the Match is the prize if you are lucky enough to be the winner after agreeing with Mark Hateley's choice at the end of the match. Here's Hay with Johnston inside, having to hurry the pass. That's what forced the error. Beattie and Greer in a joust here. Greer won that particular battle at the expense of the throw. Beattie there was getting some advice from his manager on the touchline. Now Nakamura. This is Maloney. Closed down at the corner flag by Fowler. And a very good challenge made by Lilly. Playing the ball against Sutton for a goal kick. Good marking that by David Lilly.
Yep, just got himself across that near post. Sutton just got himself in front. Recovered pretty well there, David Lilly. Not a bad start, just got rolled for the goal. I think that's about his only mistake in the game so far, but mistakes at centre half at this level will be very costly.
One of those jobbing professional defenders, David Lilly, Queen of the South, Aberdeen, Partick, this one, 30,000 transfer fee he cost in January 2004 to come here. They come to take this free kick. That's pretty good value.
It's looking that way, the way he's playing, has been playing.
Headed away by Lennon, goes straight back to Lilly. Throw it goes to Celtic, and Canberra will take it. And feeling developing here that Kilmarnock need a real spark from somewhere if they're going to get back in this match.
Respect to Kelly, it's gone pretty flat. I think it's looking pretty comfortable for Celtic at the moment. Don't seem under much pressure. Stroking the ball around, retaining possession. Basically playing at their own pace, their own tempo.
Well, Beattie had gone forward when he was wanted to come short. Camera again. Now Petrov. Not the best of passes by Petrov, forcing Telford to check back. Lennon to Petrov, here's Nakamura, well inside the middle of the field. Rock and Petrov clashed up and that pass is released. Here's Sutton with Lilly. Lilly trying to hold him up and did so successfully at the expense of a corner kick.
That's a good contest, Lilly and Sutton there. Two big guys coming up against each other, one holding the other. Good play again from Sutton, using his body as a shield. Resistant defending from Lilly. Sutton winning the corner.
Shunsuke Nakamura will take this corner kick left-footed. Offers a very fine delivery from this situation. Punch away is a good one by Smith. Very decisive indeed. Goalkeeper certainly cannot be faulted his performance this afternoon so far. Back now with Lennon. Camera. Breaking the ball falls here for Maloney. Well, just caught Beattie off balance on the wrong foot. Beattie's had a tough time so far to get any change out of Gordon Greer so far in the game.
Yeah, he's not had his favourite ball, the ball over the top. Run on towards the goal. It's been the difficult pass. Walter Smith there looking on. Plenty of Scots to look at today.
That's quite remarkable. He actually has, 14 Scots starting this match.
Spoilt for choice.
Very unusual, certainly in the SPL. The challenge made by Johnston. This is Greer and Hay. Thumping challenge by Balde. Free kick's given.
It's not the sort of ball that Naismith wants. To be fair, I didn't think there was a lot in that. I think Balde just jumped, who was the bigger man. Actually got his head to it.
Well, an arm up, that was the issue with his left arm on Naismith.
Naismith, he wanted that ball, slipped up the side, below waist height.
Locks, free kick. Invincible getting up well there, and the ball goes behind for the corner.
Good ball in there. It's an overload at the far post as well here. McDonald.
Whatever you say, that came off McManus, I think. Here's Hay again with a corner. Well, it seemed to be held up there in the air, misjudged by Invincible and then by Naismith, who perhaps expected Invincible to head this.
He did. There's that overload again on the far post. Look, extra player Naismith this time, McDonald before. Didn't realise how much time he actually had where the ball was dropping.
So just 4 minutes plus stoppage time left in the first half. Kilmarnock starting promisingly, then going behind 24 minutes to Stilian Petrov's goal. From that point on, they haven't really carried much of a threat on the Celtic defence. Clearance there was by Willie, and it's back with Balde. Greer crashing into Sutton from behind, a quickly taken free kick. Here's Maloney with a shooting chance perhaps. Tried to thread that through, and that's well struck by Sutton.
It was a great strike from Sutton, that was going goal bound. Just taking a deflection off one of his own players. Actually came off. Can we get a Kilmarnock player there?
No, I think he came off a Celtic player alright, the backside of a Celtic player. Goal kick, not challenged by anyone. Header away by Camera.
In these sort of conditions, Jock, you would expect the goalkeepers to be worked a lot more than they have been in the first half. Both goalkeepers have come and taken catches, punches, but not a lot of shot saving to be made.
Greer underneath that ball, distracted I think by Beattie. Asking a lot here of Naismith. The young man willing to take on Balde and win that free kick. He's a terrier all right, the young man.
Yeah, made himself a nuisance there, just flicked the ball up. I think Balde was a little bit annoyed, I think, in the first challenge, a little leading arm there into the side of the head. I think Baldy taking the attitude, there's no way you're going past me, sunshine. Just a quiet word with him.
Last chance for Baldy, I think, from Ian Brines, the referee. Now, what a time this would be for Kilmarnock to strike back.
This is the one you want to hit firm, on target. And your striker's following on the goalkeeper here.
Could be Chris Boyd, who's got a lot of dig in that right foot. Here he goes. Well saved by Boruc.
Straight down his throat, but well shot by Chris Boyd there. Little roll, straight forward hit. Maybe going over. Keeper in the right place.
Yeah, Boruc taking no chances there. I think it was going over, but he couldn't risk it, even hitting the crossbar and coming back into play. Here's Gary Locke now. Kilmarnock pressing before half-time for an equaliser. Manus doing well against the Invincible. Nakamura's header. Beattie robbed by Naismith. And run straight into the brick wall called McManus. McManus has taken a knock there from Naismith in that challenge. That's why the ball's been turned out of play. Yes. Well, I think we know his trouble here.
Yes, so we saw one there, I think.
Oh, that could be a trouble. Oh, that's dangerous, that, the way Baldy eased Boyd off the ball. Yeah, look at this one carefully. Here's Boyd.
Good turn from Chris Boyd there.
I'll tell you, that's a shout for a penalty. Yeah, it was right across his chest.
I think it's just the way he went down pretty easily there. But, the referee probably got that right. I think, yeah.
No, nothing of it.
Brady if he'd have stayed, trying to stay on his feet a little bit longer.
This thing's a danger with that. With the arms are across chest so frequently, it could be a problem for defenders from time to time. And straight into Rosed as the last act of our first half, which hasn't been terribly distinguished in terms of quality football. Gordon Strachan, I think, will be happiest about the scoreline, I think, and perhaps the way in which his team has dictated things after this wonderful goal in 24 minutes from Stilian Petrov after great work by Sutton in attack. Celtic certainly merit that lead, there's no doubt about that at half-time. Kilmarnock have a lot of hard thinking to do at half-time, whether they come back into the match. The question of mental strength and belief. At half-time, it's Kilmarnock 0, Celtic 1.